Hey guys, so today I'm here to do a get ready with me. It's been a little bit since I've done a video, so I wanted to do one today and just get ready. My hair's wet. I just took a shower, and so yeah, I'm probably gonna do my hair after this, and I'm hoping that I'll have enough time to do some more videos. Nolan's napping right now, and Brendan is gonna be coming home soon, but maybe after they get home I can get some more done. I have like a Project Pan video that I need to do a finale for and an intro for a new one. So yeah, I have all that to do, and I just thought that I'd get ready today and kind of show you guys what I've been using lately, and I can notate like what products are kind of like being used up at the moment and stuff like that. And then yeah, I've had kind of a crazy day today, so we can talk about that. But I just wanted to do something fun because today it's just been kind of crazy lately. So anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna get started. Try to get my hair out of the way a little. So lately, for what I've been using for like my moisturizer and like a primer is the Rimmel Stay Matte primer, just because since I've been pregnant my skin's been kind of oily, so I decided to bust this out and use this since my skin's been so oily, and I feel like it's kind of been helping, so that's good. So yeah, I just take like that much. It seems like kind of a lot, but I use it like as a moisturizer too, so yes. So today, what is today? June 5th, I think. I was petting Rupert this morning, and I like saw all these like weird specks on him, and I was like, this is weird. And I kept like looking through his fur to like see what was going on. I put this on my eyelids too because my eyelids get oily now too, and my eyeshadow will crease, so I feel like it's been kind of helping that too. But yeah, so I was looking on Rupert, which is my dog right there, and I found a tick on him. And I've never seen a tick before, like in real life. I didn't even, like, I knew right away that's probably what it was, but I was like, what the heck? And so I called this vet, and they were like, oh, you can like try to get it off yourself, which I did, and it came like right off, which is good, but it was like still alive. So I put it like in a Ziploc bag, because then I was like, I'm just gonna take him into the vet. He was due for some shots and stuff, so I was like, okay, I'll just bring him in, and they can like check him over and make sure there's no more on him, because he's a Pomeranian and he's super fluffy, and it's kind of hard to see if there was like any more on him. So I brought him in, and the poor guy was like so nervous. Like as soon as we like walked through the doors, he could like smell like that we were at the vet, and he was shaking so bad. I felt so bad because he hates going to the vet. I'm gonna use my concealer next. This is the Neutrogena, I think like Mineral Shears one or something, but it's kind of getting too light for me, but it's like almost gone, so I'm just using it for a little while. But I'm probably gonna have to switch up to something else, because like as you can see, it's way too light. But I kind of just like shear it out and just, I don't know, put it all over. So yeah, so I had to like get Nolan and go with Rupert to the vet, and he was like so scared when we got there. And they said that they didn't think they saw any more ticks on him, and I feel bad because I didn't have him on like any like tick or flea stuff. And I guess, you know, I just feel dumb about it, because most people probably do that, but I just like, I don't know, I guess I never really thought that he would have that. I don't know, I didn't really know how he would get them. I thought like fleas and stuff like that you would only get from like other dogs, and he's never around any other dogs. And ticks, I thought it was like only if they went in the woods, which he never goes in any like woods or anything. But I guess they're in the grass too, so I just feel dumb. But yeah, I'm just taking this like all over the like darker spots that I want to kind of like brighten up a little bit. So yeah, and then like they obviously like got me medicine. I'm gonna start giving him stuff for that. And then they were like looking through his fur, and like where I had saw like the black specks or whatever, I was like, yeah, I think like the tick had started here and like moved. And they were like, oh no, that's like sign of fleas. So I was like, are you kidding? But it was like barely there. So they were like, he probably just got like both of these things, because the tick was really small too, because I brought them the tick. They wanted me to like bring it in. So I brought it in like a little Ziploc baggie. So he has fleas and ticks. So I was just like, no. So I'm just like stressed out about it. And then like when we were there, the like vet lady, she was so nice. She was like, I'm gonna go take take Nolan to go pick out like a thing from the like treasure box, like the kids thing. I'm using this foundation. It's the CoverGirl in Olay in nude beige, and like the pump thing is just right there now. Like I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but yeah, so that's exciting. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to use this foundation, or I'm starting to get a little bit tan. So I thought maybe I'd start using this one soon. This is the Revlon Foundation. It's like the compact one. I don't know what color it's in, but it's like a little bit dark still. So I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer till I get a little bit more tan. But yeah, this one still matches me pretty good, the CoverGirl one. So yeah, the lady was so nice, and she was like, I'm gonna go take Nolan to get like a little gift from the treasure box, since he was like being so good and stuff. And I was like, okay. And the other vet was like explaining everything to me, and when they like came back in, Nolan like slipped, and I like turned around, and Rupert, because he was so nervous, like had diarrhea like all over the floor, which, sorry, that's like TMI, it's gross. But like I didn't even notice that it had happened, and neither did the other vet, and we were like, oh my god. So then the lady like had to take Nolan's shoes, like go clean off his shoes, because they were like all covered, and like someone else had to come in and like clean up the mess and like mop it up. And I was just like it was just so much like all at once, and I was like, I just need to get home. So yeah, I finally like got that all done, and he's all caught up on his shots now, and we got him the heartworm and the tick and flea stuff, so he's like good to go. So it was an expensive vet visit, but yeah, I'm just glad that we're gonna be getting him all better. But now, like, as soon as I got home, I'd like give him his new medicine, and I'm waiting to give him a bath until like 4 hours, I think they said, and that's when all the fleas will die and all ticks will die like off of him. So then I can just like wash him, and he'll just be like completely cleaned off. But then they were like, oh, like there's gonna be like flea and tick eggs, or not tick, just flea eggs, like all over your carpet basically. And so they were like, you're gonna have to go home and like vacuum your whole house and like wash all your bedding and all your son's bedding and the dog's bedding and like everything like that. So I'm like, great. So I'm washing Rupert's bedding now. I'm gonna wait to wash our bedding until I give him a bath, because obviously he's like laying in our bed and he's got like fleas on him or whatever. But they couldn't find any fleas on him, which is like weird, and I haven't seen any on him either, and he hasn't been scratching at all. So and there was only like a couple like small spots where they said there was like where they could tell that fleas had been there. So they said it's like really early on, so that's really good that we like caught it really soon. So I'm glad that I brought him to the vet, even though I had like gotten the tick off by myself. But it's just like, it's so much. And I was supposed to have my friends over today because Handmaid's Tale comes on tonight, which is like, we always get together to watch that show. I'm using the Neutrogena Mineral Shears powder. It's like almost gone. This is in Classic Ivory. It's starting to get a little bit light for me, but it's almost gone. Because as you can see, like, my body looks way tanner now. I'm gonna have to put on like a ton of bronzer. But yeah, so they always come over for Handmaid's Tale. And my one friend is temporarily moving to Ohio with her sister for like 3 to 6 months, which I'm really sad about. I'm gonna miss her a lot. And tonight was like the last time that we would have been able to see her, because she's moving this weekend. So I'm kind of bummed, and you know, that I'm not gonna be able to see them now, because you know, I texted them, I was like, hey, they were supposed to come over to my house, and I'm like, you know, my house is like infested with fleas probably, and they both have cats, and they were both like, yeah, both of our cats like aren't like on the prevention stuff, then they don't take the medicine. They didn't want to risk like getting anything and bringing it back to their house. And I had said that I would need like a few hours to like be able to clean some stuff up and like, you know, vacuum and everything before I could come over. And they were like, let's just not even do it tonight. So I feel bad, but we'll get together another time soon. And my friend's moving, but it should only be for like, hopefully like 3 to 6 months, but it made me kind of sad. I'm also gonna go over my face a little bit with this CoverGirl powder because it's a darker one. It's in the color Buff Beige. It's like kind of dark, so hopefully it'll kind of like even things out a little. I don't know. But so yeah, so we're not gonna get to watch Handmaid's Tale tonight. I don't know if we'll still like watch it separately and like maybe text while we watch it or something. But yeah, I really like that show. If you guys have watched that, let me know, because it's like one of my favorite shows to watch. So yeah, oh man, I'm gonna need to like really bronze myself up. So yeah, I've been going on our deck a lot and like I'm getting tan. We like, what is that thing called? Like power washed our deck because it was like green, like straight up green. And so our house was built just over 5 years ago, and so it's like a 5-year-old deck, and we've never like power washed it or anything, so it was like pretty green. And so Brendan like power washed that whole thing, and then we got rid of our old grill because it was like getting rusty. It was like 5 years old and it was just really rusted. So we threw that out and we just got a new grill and built it, but we haven't used it yet. We just put it together a couple days ago. So we're gonna hopefully grill out soon. I haven't been able to eat anything. Oh my gosh, I have like so much stuff to update you guys on. I have this little NARS Laguna bronzer sample and it's like broken. And I had to repress it and like look how empty it is. It's like almost gone. So I'm gonna use a lot of this because I am super like not matching. So yeah, I haven't been able to eat anything because so I'll kind of like backtrack to like tell the story, but like probably 6 or 7 years ago, I've always like grinded my teeth and stuff like that, but it hasn't been as bad the past like few years because I kind of have learned like if I'm really thirsty at night, like I grind my teeth. So I always just make sure I drink a ton of water before I go to bed, which is kind of weird. But every once in a while it'll still happen. So like 6 or 7 years ago, I had grinded my teeth and I broke my very back top molar, and it was like my 12-year molar because I had my wisdom teeth out on this side. So yeah, they when I went in, because it was broken, they just did like a little filling on it and they were like, okay, it's fine. But that tooth, like I didn't have enough room for my 12-year molar because it was like still halfway under the gums. And like, so when I had my wisdom teeth out, they were so impacted that they didn't even think they were gonna be able to get them out. But they did. So anyways, this tooth is so far back, and when it broke and everything, they couldn't really see it on x-rays, which is really weird. And so, you know, they did the filling and it was fine. And then over the years, I've just had some issues with that tooth. Like if I grind my teeth, it would really, really hurt on that side, just like where that one tooth was. And I was like always like, that's kind of weird. And the tooth like always kind of felt like it was different than the other ones, if that like makes sense. And so, let's see. When was this? I think it was like right when I got pregnant with Nolan. So like 3.5 years ago, almost 4 years ago. I had this like thing happen in my teeth on this side, and it got like super infected. And I went to the hospital or to my doctor and everything, and they were like, oh, it's because you have a saliva stone, because I have a saliva stone in my cheek too. So they thought that had caused the infection, but now we think it's probably from this tooth. So it got really infected. I took medicine then, it got better. Well, so then last Monday, so over a week ago, like 10 days ago, I had grinded my teeth in my sleep. And then the next day it like hurt so bad on this side, but like really bad. And it just kept getting worse and worse. And so Tuesday I went to work and it was super bad. And that night I couldn't sleep at all. It was in so much pain. And then Tuesday during the day, or Wednesday, the next day over the day, it was like swelling up and was in so much pain. I like thought I was gonna die. And so finally at like 9 o'clock at night, I was like, I have to go to the hospital because it was so bad. Like I literally couldn't take the pain anymore. And it was like swelled all up. And so I had to go to the hospital and they were like, you're super infected. And so, because I'm pregnant, obviously that's like not good. I just keep putting on more and more bronzer, but I feel like I'm still like not getting there. And I feel like I'm using up a ton of my bronzer, which I guess is good. Maybe I'll use a darker bronzer. Well, I'm putting this one like literally everywhere. Let's see. I have this Maybelline Mineral Power Bronzer that's a little bit darker, so I'm gonna use some of that. So yeah, so basically they were like, yeah, you're super infected. You need to go to the your dentist tomorrow. So they sent me home that night. My mom had met me and Brendan and Nolan at the hospital, and she took him home with her because it was like 9 p.m. You know, he had to go to bed. And so she took him home, and then Brendan took me home, and they had given me like a shot up in my gums by that tooth because they were like, something must be wrong with that tooth. And so the next morning I went to the dentist, and my doctor was like, we can't get that one on x-ray, even though I'm not supposed to have x-rays because I'm pregnant. And they were just like, we're gonna try to get an x-ray. So they had like 3 different people come in and like try to do it, and finally one person was like, I'm just gonna stand in here, like even through the x-rays, and like hold it all the way back there so that we can get a picture of it. And they still couldn't get a really clear picture, but the doctor guy came in and he was like, what I think happened was like a month after you cracked that tooth, like 6 or 7 years ago, that tooth died because it like rejected the filling and it just died, which is really, really sad. And so he was like, that tooth really needs to come out, like it's causing you infections and you're pregnant, and you can only have like oral surgery in your 2nd trimester. We won't do it in your 1st, and we won't do it in your 3rd. And I'm in the 2nd trimester now. So he was like, we need to get this out ASAP, like immediately. And I was kind of sad. And I was like, well, would I put like another tooth there? And he was like, no, honestly, there's not really enough room. Like this tooth isn't even like out of the skin all the way. So you're just not gonna have a tooth. Which just made me like super, super sad. And so they gave me, I had gotten a bunch of infection medication from the hospital the night before. So they were like, you know, just keep taking that. And then they scheduled my oral surgery for the next morning at 10 a.m. And so I went in and got that done, and it took a little bit longer than they thought that it was going to take, because they couldn't get my mouth to like numb. They kept giving me more and more shots, and then every time they were like trying to get the tooth out, I would feel it and it'd be super painful. So it was like really, really traumatic. But they finally got it out, and it had like bruised out my cheek. I still have like some small green bruises right here, which is really gross. And it was swelled up so big from like having everything done, but it's finally like on the mend. I still haven't really been able to eat normal food. I've had to eat just like mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese and ice cream and applesauce and cottage cheese and stuff like that. So I haven't been able to eat real food yet. So hopefully soon. It's been, let's see, my surgery was Friday morning and today's Wednesday. So hopefully within the next few days I can start eating normal foods again. But I feel like you can't notice, like it's my very last tooth back there, and like you can't even see it. So, but like I know that it's gone, so it just kind of makes me sad that like, I don't know, I have like a missing tooth now. And it just, I don't know, I cried about it pretty hard because I just like felt like weird about it. It's like if you would like got one of your toes cut off or something like that, and like you're wearing shoes, no one would know about it, but like it's your toe, you know what I mean? Like it's part of you. So I don't know, I'm still kind of sad about it, but as long as I won't have any more problems again with like any of my teeth and stuff like that, it should be good. but I'm just kind of sad about it. But yeah, so I don't know if you can tell, I feel like it's still a little bit swollen on this side. I don't know if you can really tell, and there's like a little bit of like some green bruising like right there, but with makeup and stuff like that, it pretty much covers it. So but yeah, it's been like it's been a really crazy like past 2 weeks, like with that, and then with everything that happened with Rupert and being pregnant. Oh my gosh, I didn't even tell you guys that about like our gender thing. Okay, let me move on from bronzer. I feel like I'm almost matching. I don't know. Maybe once I get like my eyes done, it won't look as weird. For blush, I'm just gonna sweep on a little bit of this L'Oreal blush in Barely Blushing. Just put a little bit of that on. So we had scheduled our appointment to do our gender reveal ultrasound, and it also like tests like a bunch of stuff, you know, when you go and you do your like 20-week scan or whatever. But my doctor was like, oh, we'd like you to go between 18 and 20 weeks. And so when I called, they scheduled it for like on my 18th week. So I was like, oh, that's exciting. And I'm almost 20 weeks today. I'm 19 weeks and 5 days. So I'm almost 20 weeks now. So, and we decided that we didn't want to know the gender like right then and there. We wanted them to like put it in an envelope for us, and then, you know, we would go to a bakery and have them make like cupcakes or whatever, and then have us like find out with our friends and family at the same time. And so we had explained all of that like during, like when we got there. For highlight, I'm using some of this like e.l.f. Gotta Glow, and I've repressed this thing like 3 times, so it's like, it's almost gone. I'll just put some of that on. But yeah, so we went in, and my doctor had told me, she was like, drink a big coffee before you go, like right before you go. But she was like, don't tell the ultrasound tech that I told you that, because it's gonna make the baby like move around a lot, and it's gonna make it a little bit harder for them to measure stuff. But then your baby's legs won't be crossed, and you'll be able to see what the gender is. I was like, okay. So of course I did that. And so we go, and the baby's like super active. Like, she was like getting mad because she was like trying to like measure the like leg bones or whatever, and the baby just kept like moving. She was like, oh my gosh, the baby's legs like won't stay still. And I'm thinking in my head like, yeah, that means we're gonna find out the gender for sure. And so, you know, the thing takes like maybe 45 minutes or so for her to like measure all the different stuff, and we got to see the baby, and they were moving around. It was just so awesome to like see them and all that. But then when they went to go do the gender, they were like, oh, the baby's like sleeping now, and its legs are like locked tight. And they were like, there's no way we're gonna be able to see the gender. So I was kind of disappointed, because I'm like, why didn't you just do it at the beginning when you knew the baby was like moving around a lot? So, but I know that that's not like a priority of theirs. They're like, they don't even care if they find out if it's a boy or girl. But I was still just kind of sad about it. And so then, I don't know why she did this, but she was like, yeah, I think that it's a blank, which I'm not going to say, because this is what I think that I see, but I can't be sure because the baby's legs are crossed. And I'm just like, why would you even say that? Like, we had just said that we didn't want to know. We wanted you to put it in the thing, and then you said that, and you're not even sure. So now I'm like, that's what I think that it is, but it can't be 100%. And also, like, we wanted to find out with our friends and family. You know what I mean? Like, why would you do that? So I was just kind of annoyed that she said that, but then she was like, oh, but I can't be sure. And I'm like, of course that's what I'm gonna think that it is now. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, why did you do that? So I was a little bit annoyed. I'm using this liquid eyeshadow by Bourjois in Brun. I've been using it forever. I'm just gonna put that all over the lid. But so yeah, so we didn't find out the gender that day, but she was saying that because the baby was only 18 weeks, it was still kind of smaller than they like to usually measure. And so she wants me to come back because she wasn't able to see like the heart fully, and they need to like look for some other certain stuff. So we will get another ultrasound, so that's good. And my 20-week appointment is this week Friday, and they'll schedule it then. So I'm gonna be like 6 months pregnant by the time I even like get to do my gender reveal party and like figure out what it is. But it's annoying me because now all I can think about is the one gender that she had told me. and I keep thinking that that's what it is, and it could be wrong, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I guess we'll see. I just feel like it's taking forever this time, especially because with Nolan we found out through a blood test that we did at like 12 weeks or something like that. And so we had our gender reveal party when we were only like 14 or 15 weeks. And so we knew then. And so this is just feeling like it's taking forever. So we'll see. Okay, so that's on there. And then I'm gonna do some eyeshadow. These are like literally almost gone. This is gonna be my Project 10 pan, but I'm gonna take this like taupey bronze color. And I'm just gonna put that all over my lid. This color has a ton of fallout, which is kind of annoying, but it cleans up really easy. So yeah, just getting that on the brush. So yeah, hopefully we'll be finding out the gender. I'm hoping that we can do an ultrasound like next week, and then maybe do a party either that weekend or the weekend after that. It's just hard to tell because, you know, you want it to be enough notice that people can like make it, but you also don't want it to be like plan it and then have it be a day where it's like really terrible weather or something, because we were gonna do it outside at a park that's like by our house. So yeah, and we already had to like we already had our other party all planned and everything because we had the ultrasound set up, and so we had like our whole event planned and we bought all this stuff, and then we didn't know the gender, so we had to cancel it. So I don't know, hopefully everyone can still make it this next time, but we'll see. Next I'm gonna go in with this like pinky color here and just put a little bit on the inner portion of my eye. But yeah, baby's doing good though. It's just been a rough pregnancy so far just because of the, you know, I had this whole thing with my tooth and I was taking way too much medicine. And I ended up taking ibuprofen once because my doctor had said in the second trimester it's not that dangerous, and I was like trying anything to like help the pain, and I was taking way too much Tylenol and way too much Tylenol with codeine, but I was just literally in so much pain. But, you know, I only took the ibuprofen once, so she said it's fine. And the Tylenol with codeine and stuff like that was only for like a couple days. And like since then, like I haven't had Tylenol the past few days, like after the oral surgery. I've been trying not to take it if I don't have to. So yeah, I'm going to take this matte taupe color and put that in the crease. So yeah, I just hope the baby's doing okay, even though I've had to take so much medicine and stuff like that. I had the worst migraines for the first like trimester up until like 17 weeks, and I thought that I was like dying. Like it was so bad. Like I didn't know what was wrong. I ended up like having to go to an eye doctor because I have that weird thing with my ear that I've talked about before, where I hear like a heartbeat sound in my ear, and I was having like such bad migraines and everything. A bunch of people were saying that I might have like intracranial pressure, which is like not good and could make people go blind. So I had to like go to an eye doctor and ears, nose, throat doctor and my normal doctor. I'm gonna take a little bit of this like cream shade. It's like almost gone. But yeah, so that was an episode too. That was pretty crazy. You know, especially with my doctor was like freaking out and was like, you need to go in immediately, like you could go blind, and like called me that day and was like, you need to be seen this morning, like we cannot wait any longer. Like, so of course like I was freaking out like, oh my god, they think I'm gonna die. But it ended up not being that. It just was like really bad migraines from being pregnant, I guess, because they've gone away now. For the past 2 weeks I haven't had one, and before it was like every day. Like I would have migraines for like 5 days straight and it was terrible. But yeah, hopefully everything is just done with the migraines because I just like cannot do it anymore. So they don't really know why my ear is doing that thing. I have to wait to do like a CAT scan after I have the baby. There's just so much medical stuff going on, like so much. And like Brendan was having a bunch of health stuff, like at the beginning of the year, like he was going to the cardiologist and stuff like that, and he had like all these problems with his like swallowing and stuff, but it ended up being like a weird reaction to his medication that he was on. And so once they switched that back, that went away. I'm just using a little bit of this NYX pencil just on my lower lash line. But yeah, now the only thing going on with him, because that got all better, the only thing, thank God, going on with him is he has like some stuff with his rotator cuff. And so today he has his first like physical therapy appointment, and neither of us have ever been to physical therapy before, so he's at that right now. I don't know exactly how long that'll take or anything like that, but yeah, oh gosh, that looks so weird. I promise it'll look good in a second. But yeah, so hopefully that helps his shoulder, because he's been having just like a lot of shoulder problems. I'm gonna go back in with that like shimmery taupey color on a little pencil brush. I'm gonna put that over the liner down there. Ah. So yeah, that's why I haven't been doing videos lately, if you were wondering. Like it was bad for a while, like with all the medical stuff that we've had going on, plus like being pregnant in general, you know. And now, you know, everything with my oral surgery, everything with Rupert now, I'm just like, come on, man. Can't we catch a break? Okay, so that's that. And then I'm gonna do eyebrows next. I just finished my Maybelline Definer Pro not that long ago, and so I've been trying to use this like Maybelline eyebrow powder, and I like it, but I feel like, I don't know, I've been like wanting to switch to something different besides like a powder. But yeah, just use some of that on a little angled brush. But yeah, I felt bad, like Nolan, he just turned 3. His birthday's May 4th, so I guess it was like a month ago. And on his birthday, I was on like day 3 of a terrible migraine, like so bad. I was just in bed like the whole day on his birthday. I couldn't do anything. And we were gonna take him to Chuck E. Cheese and stuff, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't even like move. And then my migraine finally broke at like 7:30 that night. And so I was able to like do presents with him and like make his cupcakes and stuff like that. So I'm glad that at least it had eventually went away, but I just felt sad, like I didn't get to really do anything fun with him on his birthday. And like we were gonna take him to Chuck E. Cheese, but we just ended up staying home. But I mean, we'll do lots of fun stuff with him this summer, but it's still just, I just felt bad, you know. And I like thought that something was like wrong with me because I was having all these migraines, and then I went back and watched my videos from when I was pregnant with Nolan, and at my like 13-week video I was saying how terrible my migraines had been. And then I did like a 17-week update after that, and I was like, oh, my migraines finally just went away, like I haven't had one for a few days. And then I was like, oh, I'm like 17 weeks now, and then literally I never had one since then. So I'm like, that is so weird. The last time that same thing happened where I had migraines and they stopped at 17 weeks. And this time the exact same thing happened, which is just so weird. But yeah. My eyebrows look kind of crazy when I don't have mascara on yet. But it'll look normal in a minute. Okay, I'm gonna put something on my lips because I feel like they need something. I'm just gonna put some of this lipstick on. This is Revlon's Just Enough Buff. It's like a nude color. Just to kind of like let that sit on my lips a little. I've been trying to use this lipstick up, but clearly I'm failing. I just don't like nude lipsticks that much anymore. Like it used to be like all I would buy and wear, and now I just don't. I don't know, I'd rather wear something darker usually, but I'd like to try to use that up if I can. So I'm just gonna let some of that sink in for a bit. Okay, So I guess now I'll do eyeliner. I'm gonna curl my lashes first. I've been curling my lashes before eyeliner lately because then it doesn't make my eyelash curler all gross. Let's see, what else do I want to talk to you guys about? I feel like I've just been like rambling on, but I wrote some like things down that like I hadn't. I think that's about it though, but yeah, it's been so long since I've filmed. I think, was it like March, I think, the last time I filmed, and it's the beginning of June now. Ugh, it's been rough. But yeah, only a couple more months of being pregnant, and then I'll be on maternity leave, which would be nice. Maybe I'll get to film more then, but also I'll have a newborn baby. So probably not. But we'll see. Oh, another weird thing has happened. I posted on my Instagram the other day. But it's so weird. So I'm like almost 20 weeks pregnant. And obviously I'm not like a super thin person, like I have pounds to spare. But I've been like losing weight. Ever since the beginning, I've kind of like stayed the same or like lost a little, but I've never like gone over it. So I had finally like gone back up to what I had weighed when I first got pregnant. And then like ever since like this oral surgery stuff, I haven't really been able to eat a lot, and I lost weight again. So I'm down like a pound from when I got pregnant, which is so weird to me because the baby, it says it's like 12 inches long or something like that from like head to butt. But so the baby's like big and it's moving around. I can feel it. My stomach's like definitely poking out more and it's getting harder, but I've lost weight, which is so weird to me. But everyone that like said stuff on Instagram said that like the same thing happened with them, or they know someone that like went through it. So I guess that's good. Okay, for eyeliner, look at this. I need to sharpen it right now too, so it's gonna be like a struggle. But this is my MAC Feline kohl pencil, and it's almost gone. I love this eyeliner though, like it works so good. Where's my pencil sharpener? I have this other one. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay, it's my like little NARS one, and I keep it in the box so like the shards don't go everywhere. But let's see if I can even sharpen this. It's gonna be really hard. I'm gonna put tape on it. But yeah, so I just thought it was weird that I had lost weight and I'm like 20 weeks pregnant, but hopefully that just means like, I don't know, after the baby is born, I won't have like any weight to lose, or like the weight will come off fast or something like that. But I'm gonna talk to my doctor about it on Friday at my appointment, because she had told me like last time at my appointment, I was like, oh, I've lost weight. And she was like, that's fine. You're in your first trimester. As long as you start gaining weight like by the end of May. And I lost weight. So I don't know. I guess I'll ask her, but I'm sure it's probably fine, because it seems like a lot of people kind of experience the same thing. Okay. Let me see if I can get this tape back off there now. So I just sharpened it. I wasn't able, I think this is like the last little bit I'm going to be able to use, but I'm going to try to use it. I kind of want to use a retractable liner next time, because I'm kind of annoyed with like sharpening them. Oh my gosh, it's so small. I mean, it still worked. So that's good. It's like kind of sharp and pokey. Sorry if you can't see me. Oh, a big chunk of it just came off. Okay. Well, at least it worked. Okay, this video is getting really long. So let's do mascara now. I'm still using the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof. I need to probably like call this quit soon and use something else, but it's still going and I really like it. And I don't wear makeup as much as I used to now that I only work part-time, so I feel like I don't blow through them as fast. But gosh, my lips look weird now. Huh. But yeah, it's been open for a while, so I definitely need to switch it up. and call this one done. I feel like I do my mascara forever. Have you guys tried the L'Oreal Lash Paradise that's like supposedly like a dupe of this? Do you like it? And is it a dupe? Because I kind of want to try that one if it's comparable, because this is like my favorite mascara. I still have like over $100 in gift cards to Ulta that I've gotten for gifts. I had bought in like a couple months back, I think like back in March, I went with my friend and I bought the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette because I just like really wanted it, and then I was like, what are you doing? You have so many eyeshadows. So I returned it, and I had told them that like I didn't even open it or like swatch it or anything, so that they could still like resell it and stuff. So I don't know. I still have my gift cards. I never know what to buy, and like there's nothing that I really need, so I've just been like holding on to them. But then sometimes I'm like, treat yourself, get something that you want. But then I buy something and then I'm like, this is just gonna sit here, like you don't need it, you're not even gonna use it. So I don't know, it's still been a struggle. But I haven't bought any makeup besides like stuff that people have like gifted me, or like if I've used a gift card or something like that. I haven't bought any makeup in about 2.5 years, which is pretty nuts. Like my husband bought me this mascara for Christmas, so you know, there's been like a couple things here and there like that. But honestly, like no one really buys me makeup, so hasn't really been like much of anything. So yeah. Oh gosh, did I just like mess up my makeup? Use my beauty blender. There we go. That looks fine now. Okay. We can basically call this done, I think, with my mascara. It takes me so long, but with this mascara you can just like keep going and going, and it just like keeps getting better and better. People that like come into my work all the time, like customers and stuff like that, will be like, what mascara do you use? It's like awkward to be like, better than sex. But it's so good, and people are always like, oh my gosh, your eyelashes look so good. So yeah, I still need to do my hair, but it's basically almost all the way air dried now. So yeah, there's the makeup, if you were wondering what it looks like kind of up close, especially because I feel like this lighting isn't always like the best. I try to like block it out a little bit, but yeah. So thanks for getting ready with me today. I've just rambled on and on and on, but I just feel like so much stuff has happened and I haven't talked to you guys in a long time, and my life's been kind of crazy, and so this has been like the year of like health weird stuff. Like I'm usually like a totally healthy person and don't have like anything going on, and of course like when I'm pregnant, like all this stuff happens, and oh my gosh, the medical bills and vet bills and stuff like that, like, oh, tell me about it. It's like I wouldn't even have money to buy makeup if I didn't want to be on a no-buy, you know what I mean? So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'm gonna do some videos with some updates for my Project 10 pan, and I might do like a pregnancy update and like do like a bump video or whatever. So if you guys are interested in watching that, stay tuned. Hopefully I can get some more done today, fingers crossed. But all right, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.